And Netflix has two different options. You have pay like five more for ads. That's crazy. See, same thing, right? With Hulu, a lot of these streaming services do that. Shoot, look at the streaming services that's free right now. And then remember when Hulu and Netflix first came out, they were free. I don't know if people remember that. I'm showing my age. These streaming services were completely free when they first came out. And then eventually they was like, hey, well, you watching ads ain't good enough. We gonna need you to, if you want to take the ads off, pay for this full membership. And people was like, absolutely. But I remember you used to be able to sign up for Netflix with just the email, bro. You put the joint in, boom, you got like a free month. You just vibing. Netflix was different. I remember when Netflix wasn't even a streaming service. I remember Netflix would mail you DVDs. And that's when Netflix first started out as. You would mail them like a little slip because they would give you a booklet and they would tell you to fill out the booklet of what you want to watch. And then you'll put what movies you want to watch and then they'll mail the movies to you. And then after you watch it, you have to mail the movies back. I fully remember that. Vividly. Because I remember even Blockbuster started trying to do that shit. Before they turned into streaming. Netflix was good years ago. Yeah. Doesn't believe me, crazy remember. Hell yeah. I was in that motherfucker watching free Netflix every day. I binge watched Prison Break. I think that's how I finished the series finally. Because Netflix had everything on there. For free. But then they started charging. So like when you look at some of these other streaming services that are completely free, where all you gotta do is sign up. Do you know that once they start building up enough of a customer base and you're like, all right, cool, we need to pay some bills. Add like a good $2 on that mother effer. That's the way it always works. I was watching some app for reality TV. I love reality TV, guys. I was watching the app for reality TV and it was free when I first started watching that because it wasn't even reality TV at first. It was more like comedians from Instagram and YouTube, right? The app was the place where all the up and coming comedians from Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever, Vine, they would come on and they'll give them their whole a TV show. And some of those didn't work. Some of them did okay. And then they gave this one person who had a huge following on Instagram a TV show. I think they was going to give them the TV show. And the buzz for that TV show went so crazy. They was like, oh, we need to start doing reality TV, bro. But then I think that guy backed out last minute and didn't do the show. So they ended up just grabbing a bunch of old reality TV stars and giving them shows and shit. But when the app first came out, I remember that shit was free. Same thing with Kevin Hart's streaming app. Kevin Hart got a fucking streaming service. Now Netflix has nothing content-wise. That's not true. You just gotta look. My mom put me on to this new Korean show. It's called My Name. Actually pretty good. Not mad at it. And there was another Korean show I watched called The Glory that was fucking amazing. So there's shows on Netflix you just gotta watch. You gotta be willing to try stuff. That's the thing with a lot of people. They're not willing to try things. They'll turn on Netflix. They don't see nothing big, no new movies, and they're like, yeah, I'm done. Nah, you gotta actually go search, man. Dig. What's your favorite genre of movie? That's what you need to look at. You like mysteries? Go to the mystery section. They got some shit. You like drama? Go to the drama section. They got some. I know people that got into anime from Netflix because there was nothing else. And they was like, let me try some of this anime. It keeps recommending this. And then they became anime fans. That happens all the time. Say, God, we old. Yeah, we old. We old, son. I remember before Netflix, before streaming services, I remember dial-up. I remember having to hook your wire from your phone, your house phone, into the back of your computer and then letting the AOL disc where they would give you 1,000 free hours. AOL would send you a disc to try to get you to buy their service with 1,000 free internet hours. Put that joint on, man. That weird ass dial-up connects. And then I'm going crazy. I would run through those 1,000 hours so fast. It was addictive. Think about it now. How much internet you use? You think you use more than 1,000 hours a week? Absolutely. Well, I might be lying because I don't think there's 1,000 hours within the week. But you get my point. You got what I was saying. You'll use that 1,000 hours quick as hell. Right? Just because we stay on the internet now, constantly. Even if it's an old anime you already finished, some reason Netflix don't put all the seasons on there. It's not really Netflix for us because they don't have the rights. And I learned after a while they don't do it. So if they lose the license to do so. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's the license. Sometimes they don't have the rights. Right? Like for anime, you gotta get more. Hulu be having a lot of seasons. And Hulu, I think, is connected and owned by the same company that owns Crunchyroll. So I think that Hulu, if I'm not mistaken, has like more up-to-date episodes, right? But if you really want like the next day after the episode drop, up-to-date episodes, you should probably get into Crunchyroll for anime. That's probably the best. That's what I use nowadays whenever I get in my anime swag, when I get too heavy. Only time I go on Hulu or Netflix for anime is if Crunchyroll don't have the dub for some weird reason. I don't like watching anime sub. I'm too old. My eyes be hurting and I'm high. I try to read all day. Look for new stuff, try to find old stuff. Selections half and half. They don't update new seasons frequently. Yeah, they definitely don't. You gonna get some old shit in there though, for sure. Crunchyroll, they update frequently. Even if it's an old anime already finished, some reason Netflix don't put. Am I reading the same message? Didn't learn after a while. They don't. Yeah. Netflix is. I'm not saying Netflix is the spot for anime. They just got some anime. It's the introduction. You could get a nice introduction on Netflix to some anime. Same thing with Hulu. But then if you really start getting into the anime wave for real, I would say that Crunchyroll is the best option. Hulu would be the second best option. Netflix ain't even an option, but if you want to watch some stuff, man, they got some ish. You can watch some decent one. Hunter x Hunter's on there, right? You can watch Hunter x Hunter on there. Demon Slayer, stuff like that. I'm too hard to read subs. Yo, fam, that ain't be killing me. And then, like, what if I'm doing something, right? Like, I like to relax when I watch TV, right? So what if I'm eating my food, I'm smoking, I look away from the screen for 2 seconds, it's a whole nother scene going on. I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening? I get sick of that shit, man. So at least, like, if this dubbed, I could, like, listen and I do shit. You know what I mean? I could actually do things instead of, like, being fucking stuck there. I could get up, open the door, cook something. I like to multitask. I've cooked whole meals, whole meals while I was watching anime before. Sometimes, worst case scenario, I have to rewind back like a few seconds. That's the worst case. Hey, what's up, Sharon? How you doing? Hey, for the algorithms. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see what else you guys sent. What else you guys want me to check out? I used to pay for Funimation, but my job situation kept changing, so I kept having to cancel my sub with them. I understand that. Then they eventually became Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is better now. I think so. I think I used to use Funimation too, for free. Didn't Crunchyroll Funimation allow you to watch stuff with ads? Right? So yeah, I think I did. Did I put my new song in the damn suggestions? That's hilarious. Boy, was I high. I recorded the new song. Like, let me put this in the suggestions. Nigga, no, that's supposed to be in new videos. I know I made a lot of changes recently, and it's because I'm trying to make sure I'm good out here in these streets. So this is probably the last big one, but guys, I have a new channel
is for my live streams and my podcast, Real Talk with BX Beast Boy. You can find that link. That is a train going on in the background. I'm not editing it out. You can find that the link somewhere on my channel. If you go to my homepage, I'll probably have it in the pinned comments too as well. If not, in the description. So go and check that out. That's where you can catch topics not only early and way before they come out on my main channel, but you actually get to hang out with me and just have conversations, maybe even ask me for advice or just ask me whatever questions you want to have, or ask. So go and check that channel out, subscribe to that. Make sure you check out my previous episodes of my podcast. I appreciate the heck out of y'all, man. Also, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Helps me keep going. You never know, man. I might get canceled. You might come on here. I might be gone tomorrow. Never know. Check me out on Patreon and find exclusive content. You also get early access to a bunch of stuff as well. Check that out.